Hold on a second. Hold on just a second. I gotta set these privacy settings. It doesn't automatically set them for some strange reason. Um, Hold on. Privacy. Done. Change. I know it's a little late, and I want to welcome you to a late night edition of the War Zone and tell you thank you for taking the time out to tune in to me. You know, without you guys, I would not have a show. Tonight, we walked into the belly of the beast. And let me see if I can get this thing group. Okay. We walked into the belly of the beast for our beloved principal, Tiffany Guillory. I remember when she first got the job, and I went sat in the office with her, and she was the only principal that I've ever sat in the office with on the first day. And she say, Monroe, I'm gonna do the best I can do. I say, well, that's all we can ask of you. Just give it everything you got. And I say, as long as you do what you need to do, and I'm gonna ride with you till the wheels fall off. When they came to get her, it was their third time trying to get her this school year, third time. And I know it broke her spirits. And I also know that she was very embarrassed because the district was really just trying to put pressure on her to make her resign so that they didn't, nothing would ever come out. But I want to thank a few people. If I forget some of y'all, then forgive me, especially tonight. I mean, little Sam Smith from the North Side, Forrest Brooks Smiley, in the building helping us out. Janice Thomas from Fifth Ward, Keith Downey, and them Cashmere boys, Travis McGee, Worthing High School, Larry McKenzie, Sterling. The Sterling Raiders was in the building, man. It was so many people, but I gotta send, two big shout outs to my man, class of 1987, Roland Martin. Marcus Brooks reached out to Roland because I told him we needed national coverage on the situation where they were trying to destroy our black schools. And Marcus reached out to Roland, and Roland jumped head first into it. So I want to send a big shout out to Roland. He said he was gonna bring the funk. He brought the funk, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. 14 years ago, Marcus Brooks told me if I wanted to make a difference, that I needed to start going down to 4400 West 18th Street. I'm like, what the hell is that? He said, that's the school board office. And ever since then, I've been going, but this process that we went through, we gave up family time during the holidays. We stood in front of churches. We went in front of house. So my partner in crime, Marcus Brooks, there's no way none of this could have happened tonight if it wasn't for him, just saying, you know what, if it's just me and you, Monroe, we gonna do this. And then, we connected with Roland, and then of course, man, them people ain't seen that many Yates people in no board meeting, man. Not in the 14 years I've been there. I ain't never seen it, man. It blew me away when I look back. But I think I messed them up because, old Miller, he got a 24-hour security detail. So old Five Star tonight showed up with his security detail. I got lawyers, I got bodyguards, I got all that. Don't nothing scare me. But I will say this here, what's next? We're gonna have to keep applying pressure because we want her back at the school. We don't want her going somewhere else. And you could see the disdain on House's face when that vote came down. Know one thing, young man, you're not from here. You don't understand the power of what the crimson and gold means. You don't know what it means to put it on. You don't know what it means to bleed it. Some of us, we don't even bleed, like normal people. We bleed crimson and gold, bro. You see what I'm saying? We really bleed this shit, man. And I just gotta be me for a second. I've been trying to be politically correct, but I want to thank those trustees. I want to thank Patricia Allen, Kathy Buford Daniels, Myrna Gidry, Kendall Baker, Bridget Wade, and Elizabeth Santos. Don't tell me that Republicans and Democrats can't get it done, because that's what the hell happened tonight. Now, you other three, let's get it straight right now. You didn't have a reason to vote against her. And you already know Danny Hernandez and Judith Cruz, you probably voted against her because you don't like me. Well, I'm good with that. Enjoy your last 10 months in office, because where you got to run for re-election, you need black votes, and you ain't getting them. That's how I got them other two up out of there. You ain't getting them. What you got to see tonight, if you watch this board meeting, you got to see a superintendent that can't answer no questions. You got to see a superintendent that talks around answers, and he doesn't really know anything. He doesn't know anything. They steadily sitting up there lying, talking about all the tutoring they doing. Dude, you ain't do no tutoring at Yates. Y'all ain't spent no $231,000 on no tutoring. But you know what? We pulled the play out of the Affluent Communities book. We showed up tonight. And if we show up like that every single time, we can get whatever them kids need, man. So our battle, it will continue, and I'm going to keep raising hell. I know I got one appointment in the morning to help a kid, and then I'm down. I got to rest. You guys had a great holiday. I didn't take any days off because I believe in that lady, man. I done seen this woman go to war for those children, man. Like they saying they spent $3 million on water bottles last year. Not at Yates. We put 500 cases of water in there for our kids. We did that as alumni. So the general gonna call you again because we got some unfinished business. We want her back at Yates, and we want our turf. We want the funding for our turf. You ain't giving Bel Air $1 for nothing unless you do right by one of these schools that ain't got nothing. I don't wish no ill towards any of those young men over at Bel Air. None. I had the opportunity last night to sit down with the Bel Air baseball coach that they say is a racist. I ate dinner with him and his brother because I'm not listening to HISD no more. I don't care what them people tell me. I trust my own information. And Nick Ozuna's not a racist. Matter of fact, Nick Ozuna probably black as me and you. He good people, man. See, we moved the mountain tonight. And from this day forward, we made a pact that if they go after Wheatley, they got to come after all of us. If they go after Sterling, if they go after Cashmere, they got to come after all of us, bro. So y'all that got a victory tonight on the Yates side, when I call you to the table, the same way they stood up for us, we're going to have to stand up for them because they coming. They doing Guillory just like they did. No, they're doing the Cashmere principle just like they did Principal Guillory. They're trying to go after him. And then they attacked us again today at Yates. They want to move Mr. Butler to another school for what? William Butler been at Yates for 20-something years. But that's how they get on. So will I battle for Mr. Butler? Goddamn right I will. Ain't no quit in me, Miller. Ain't no stop in me, Miller. Tell your story, Miller. Because I know you like to watch this. You and your little communication director, Max Mall. I wasn't a starter my senior year in football. Big Nash got hurt. Darren Nash got hurt. And there was a discussion between the offensive coordinator, Maurice McGowan, and the head coach, Luther Booker. Coach Booker wanted Ernest Wilkins to take Nash's spot. McGowan told him, I want Monroe. Coach Mack told me this himself. And Booker say, man, why you want Monroe? He's small. He say he can be small, but he gonna play 4 quarters. Miller, I'm in the second quarter. And I ain't gonna stop playing until I get your ass out of town, dude. Say, man, go and pack your stuff, man. I don't give a damn what nobody tell you. Ted Greer ain't leave HISD just because he was tired. Greer knew. I bring that funk a different way than rolling. And Miller, your little nonchalant, ignorant ass attitude, I'm finna give it to you for a split second, Miller. How I feel tonight to be a sucker. How I feel tonight to be a sucker, partner. And that's how I feel about you because of what you done did to several people since you got here. You worried about people doing their job. When you gonna do something about Denise Watts' ass sitting in a board meeting playing on the motherfucking iPad on the internet? But you pay her all that money to do that, huh? And work her side gig on our clock. Rick Cruz, you start talking about federal agents, that motherfucker get up and get out the room. Rick Cruz, you trash. You got everybody else food, dude. But you don't have me food. You don't have me food. And don't ever think that you're going to be the superintendent of the Houston Independent School District. It'll never happen, dude. It will never happen. I applaud every single person that showed up. And I got my bullhorn ready too, Marcus. Every single person that showed up. We won one tonight, not just for Principal Guillory, but for everybody that done got screwed since this dude got here. Millet, you going. I can promise. I'll make that promise on my dead mama's grave. If you don't go, you're going to get fitted for some handcuffs, you and Rick Cruz. Yeah, play with me if you want, punk. I don't like this dude, and you don't scare me, little man. You a joke. But you ain't going to last here. You know why? Because I'm going to play 4 quarters, Millet. And I ain't going to stop playing until the last whistle blow. Until I get your scandalous behind about of the Houston Independent School District. And you can take Rick Cruz' shady ass with you. Take Denise Watts, take Max Mall, take all them dirty Sean Bird. All y'all can get it. Don't you never. And remember when you got here what I told you? Don't you never come down to 3650 Alabama fucking with us, dog. And now, don't you go fucking with the rest of them either. I promise you, for every school that you traumatize, I will wake up every single day and I will protest the hell out of Carnegie High School. Go sit your behind down, boy. And always remember this, Miller. The best have tried. and the best have failed. You couldn't beat Yates on your best day, clown. You know why? For every person that messes over a child of God, you should have a millstone draped around your neck and drowned in the deepest sea. Go read your Bible. You came after our children, and now it's time to expel you. Either leave on your own or you're going to think I'm the welfare system in the 60s the way I'm going to separate you from your family. Ain't no love for me as it pertains to you. And ain't no love for you as it pertains to me. I don't like you. You don't like me. But the difference between me and you, I ain't going no damn well. And I'm going to be here. I'm going to be here, Millard House. You won. With your little 4, 5, 600,000. You won. Better take that money and go. But if you want a buck, by the way, I heard what you told that young lady at the meeting. You know, the one you let your folk give her a trespassing notice and told her if she ain't know how to talk to you, that you could make her situation worse. Either pick up your trespassing notice or we're going to sting your ass for another 300,000. Boy, you ain't got the nuts to play. Let me tell you something, Millard House. Go play in traffic. I'm going to be honest with you, Millard. When it come to Gary Monroe, try Jesus. Don't try me. Try Jesus. Don't try me, Millard House. Because I'm going to fuck up everything that you got going on. Because you trash Negro. And you the worst kind of Negro. You a professional Negro. Malcolm warned us about you. Say, man, y'all celebrate tonight. I got to get up. Got work to do tomorrow. Put Guillory back on the campus. And if you choose not to, then we going to keep applying pressure. And, you know, some people say pressure busts a pipe. In my world, Millard, pressure creates diamonds. Either put her back on the campus or I will keep applying pressure. Millard, you know Lucifer? You know Lucifer, Millard? You about to meet him.